before I get to that, I want to answer the question of, does gear matter? And simply and a clear answer to that question is, hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, I want to do a follow-up to my previous video, what's in my wedding camera bag version 1, right? Because I feel like I have the responsibility of setting clear expectations, because in that bag you got to see a lot of equipment. For example, there was 3 FX3s, there was a 2470 Mark II, 7200 Mark II, alongside other items and things of that nature. So I want to talk about a little bit about that gear and set clear expectations. And before I get to that, I want to answer the question of, does gear matter? And simply and a clear answer to that question is yes, gear does matter. It does matter with the type of work that you do. It does matter with setting expectation, with the way people see, with the way people see you. And you know, I know they say, you know, gear doesn't matter, it's about the story and the content, but let me tell you something. For a person who has been doing this for a long time on the corporate world and also on the wedding world, let me tell you this, gear does matter. However, there's this unspoken information about how does gear come about, because the reality is that although you saw 3 FX3s and you saw Mark II lenses and a whole bunch of other expensive gear, all that gear comes with time. I don't want anyone watching my videos, subscribing to my channel, thinking that they have to get all this gear to start in the wedding film business. You really don't. That amount of gear, you work yourself into it. So I just don't want to set, you know, the wrong example because you saw the gear that I posted, that you have to automatically, especially if you are somebody starting, that you have to like really make this big sacrifice, this big investment of all this gear. Because yes, although gear does matter, you have to be smart in the way that you gonna go about gear. You, even if, so for example, like a simple business rule, right? You want to get into business because you want to make money. Yes, you're passionate about it, because I'm super passionate about weddings. But let's be honest, you want to get into business because you want to make money. You want to be your own boss. You want to be an entrepreneur, right? But a bad business move is going all in all this gear without having the client to pay for it, without having the amount of weddings that's going to keep that money coming in. You do that and you are setting yourself up for failure. So again, take your time. Yes, gear does matter, but work yourself up to that gear. Don't feel the pressure because, you know, you see one YouTuber that uses 4 cameras. You see me, I use 3. Sometimes I use 4. Right now I'm filming on the A7S III, and that will be my D angle on some weddings. But again, this didn't happen overnight. This took time. So I just want to set clear expectations about gear. And for a new follower, or for somebody who's trying to start their business and they're watching my videos and they're subscribed to my channel, I just want to let you know that this is going to take time. Don't go crazy buying gear. Yes, you're gonna hear me speak about a lot of gear. I am going to buy it and return and try it and rent and do a whole bunch of videos about gear, expensive stuff, also not expensive stuff. But I'm able to do that because I am in the position to do that. I'm in the field. I work in corporate production. I have a steady salary that comes in from video production, and I have a steady business when it comes to my weddings. So at this state of my life, at this state of my business, I can do that. Was I able to do that at the beginning when I started? No, it took time. So I just want to have a real honest conversation. This is nothing scripted. I just wanted to do a follow-up because I feel like it is our responsibility for us people who are putting YouTube content about gear, about the wedding business, about video production. it is our responsibility to let the viewer know that yes, gear is important, but you don't have to go into debt in your walk or in your process of building your own company. So again, real straight up raw video about it. I feel like I need to do an explanation because again, I don't want someone who just watched that video to get the wrong idea and think that, hey, that's what I need. Again, that's what I need in my company. That's how I structure my company. But every gear that you saw in that bag is already paid for. Every gear that you saw in that bag is making money for the company. And I'll have another video about explaining ways to think smart about video production and wedding production, how your equipment is supposed to be making money so it can pay for itself and then you can get paid. But that's completely separate. That's another video for another time. But that gear is already paid for. I don't owe it. I'm not making any payments. It's already paid for. And it's already making revenue for my wedding film company. So again, I hope you guys enjoy this video. As much as I hate to say this, but if you like it, you know, make sure you like it. If you want to subscribe, subscribe. And then you know what? And if you don't want to subscribe, it's okay. But I just hope that you found some value in this information that I'm putting out today, because it is important. It is important. In this world where we see too much and there's a lot of YouTubers telling you, get this, get that, you need this camera, you need this lens. Do you really? Eventually you will. But do you need it at the moment? Especially for those of you who are just literally starting brand new. Literally started brand new with wanting to start your wedding film company. So again, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.